Hi, it's Dan Lesniak, the best-selling author of the HyperLocal, HyperFast real estate agent. I'm also the broker of Optime Realty, which is home to the Cary Shoal and Orange Line Living team. So we sell about 350 homes a year. This year we're going through a growth spurt though. We're on pace to get close to 500, so it's been very exciting to see. And I wanted to go through my list of the top 10 books I'd recommend for the year for real estate agents. Whether you're a new agent, old agent, or anywhere in between, there's something in each of these books for everyone. So the first book on the list is the HyperLocal, HyperFast Real Estate Agent, which I'm a little biased about because I wrote, but I think it's very unique for several reasons. So, a lot of real estate coaches and trainers and authors either have never been in the business, or if they did sell homes, it was years or even decades ago. So one thing that is definitely unique about this book is it talks about how I sold went from $0 to $22 million in sales in my first year. But I'm still in the business, still growing the team. Last year we were at about 220 million. This year I think we'll be over 300. So we're one of the top teams in the country, top team in the whole state of Virginia in our area. So there's definitely something in this book. Let's start over.
What do you think about doing just like clips of the? We could do
I just need to talk less about each one. We're good.
Okay.
Hey, it's Dan Lesniak, the broker of Optime Realty. Hi, it's Dan Lesniak, the best-selling author of the HyperLocal, HyperFast real estate agent and the broker of Optime Realty. I wanted to go over the top 10 books. Hi, it's Dan Lesniak, the best-selling author of the HyperLocal, HyperFast real estate agent and the broker of Optime Realty, which is home to the Cary Shoal and Orange Line Living teams. The last few years we've sold about 350 homes per year. This year we're on pace to hit 500, so we've going through an exciting growth period. And I wanted to share the top 10 books that I think real estate agents should read this year. Now, whether you're a new agent or old agent, veteran, broker, team leader, or anything in between, there's something in each of these books that anybody can use. So they're in no particular order. Most of them I've got in hard copy. A couple I read on my iPad, so I'm going to go through each of them just briefly and highlight why I think they're good for you to read if you're in real estate. So first book on the list is the HyperLocal, HyperFast Real Estate Agent, which was written by myself. It talks about my first year in real estate when I went from $0 to $22 million in sales and became one of the top agents in my market. So the book goes through unique strategies I used, and it's really beneficial to new agents that want to break into the industry and veteran seasoned agents that want to expand their business or go into new markets. One of the reasons I really think it's unique is because I'm still in the business, still growing the team. Last year we sold about 220 million in volume. This year I think we'll be over 300, maybe close to 350, which is really one of the top teams in the nation. So you're getting the perspectives of someone who had an amazing first year but is still in the business, still learning with boots on the ground. So that's something that's just very unique. The next book on my list is The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. This book's a classic. They've sold over 1 million copies now. It's a great book that goes through tactics, varying from how to generate leads, how to build a profitable business, how to hire, how to build systems. So definitely recommend it for everyone. Next book on my list is Relentless, which I actually read on my iPad. This book was written by Tim Grover. He talks about how to go from good to great to unstoppable. Tim Grover was the trainer for several dominant NBA basketball players such as Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and he talks about what really makes the great ones great. Definitely a good book. It's obviously not real estate specific, but I recommend it for everyone, and I really think real estate agents can learn a lot from it. Next book I also read on the iPad is Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. So he was a former FBI negotiator, negotiated tons of high pressure hostage situations where it wasn't money on the line, it was people's lives. So he goes over some really unique negotiating tactics. A lot of them are completely different from what they teach in business school or professional negotiation classes. So I really recommend it. He's obviously not talking about real estate specific situations again, but you can learn a lot about negotiating on there. I've actually applied several of the tips and strategies that he used in my real estate business, and it's definitely helped a lot of my clients. Next book on the list is 6 Steps to 7 Figures by Pat Hyben. So Pat Hyben's a good friend and mentor of mine, actually. He's been a successful real estate agent, sold his team. He's started the Real Estate Rockstar podcast, which has had thousands and thousands of regular listeners, over 1 million downloads. So he's very influential in the real estate space. Also in the networking space, he's one of the principal founders of the GoBundance group, which is a networking group that I'm in, but it's a lot of successful people in there that Pat helped create. So this is a great book for people in the real estate industry, new and old. It goes through just a few simple steps to get to $1 million in net worth. So he talks about how to create passive income, how to build a profitable business. A lot of real estate agents don't focus on that kind of stuff, and Pat does. He did it. He's not just talking the talk; he's walking the walk, and he shows you how to do it in here. So 6 Steps to 7 Figures. Next book is The Unbeatable Mind by Mark Divine. I had the opportunity to meet him at a Tony Robbins event. Mark is a Navy SEAL. He is, started a ton of successful companies. He's out in California, but great guy. He's got a lot of tips and strategies on how to develop a tough mindset. So obviously, being a Navy SEAL, he's used to the physical challenge, but the majority of it really is mental. And he walks through the things he did, prior to his career as a Navy SEAL, during and after. A lot of great stuff in this book. So make sure you get this one. So the 4-Hour Workweek is also a book I highly recommend by Tim Ferriss. This book I consider to be a classic. I'm not saying that you should be in real estate if you're expecting to work 4 hours a week, but it's a book about how to make the most of your time, and the mindsets in here are very applicable, I think, to real estate agents and developing systems to maximize your time and leverage your time. And if you really want to build a legacy, live a good life, I think there's great tips in here and strategies of what to do and how to not just get in the trap of trading time for money like a lot of us do. The Miracle Morning, it's another book I read on my iPad. I also have the journal as well, but Hal Elrod goes through some simple steps in how to wake up and do a couple real simple things each morning and make it a habit. But if you do them, it creates the right mindset and the right way to start your day, and helps you build momentum for more and more success. So I really recommend Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning. The next book on my list is Positioning. So I first heard about this book actually from Gary Keller. by Al Rees and Jack Trout. It's a great classic book on marketing. They go through how to become top of mind in the consumer's in head. And if you're not top of mind, you might as well not be playing the game. So a lot of good strategies in here that can definitely be applied to real estate. Finally, last book, which I also read on my iPad here, was Unbroken. It's the story of Louis Zamperini. It was also made into a movie recently. The book was written by Laura Hillenbrand. Goes through how Louis became a track star, competed in the Olympics, went on to serve in World War II, got shot down at sea, survived weeks and weeks at sea, only to become a prisoner of war, and he survived some of the most brutal and harsh conditions. It's a great book. Obviously, a lot different than what most real estate agents might be reading, but it really teaches you how to develop, I think, mental toughness by looking at his example and resiliency, and also will fill your heart, I think, with gratitude for what some of our brave men and women did over there. So all of these books, I think, can help you. There's something in there for everyone in real estate, no matter what stage in your career. So make sure you check them out. Have a great day.